Okay, good evening. We are going to explain about the problematized educational situation. The participants are Diana Maria Rodriguez Palacios and Javier Orlando Forero Garcia. We are studying the Bachelor of Foreign Language with emphasis on English, UNAD, this University UNAT.
Okay, dear partner, thanks. This is our debate. The debate aims to present and discuss the problematized educational situation identified in phase 2. There is no moderator in this debate since we only participate two. For this reason, the two will be moderators. Okay.
Okay, today I'm going to explain about the theory analysis report made in phase 2, and the names of the 3 observed classes. This is number 1, the topic, how to pronounce the ED sounds. And number 2 is the topic, tasks for pronunciation class. And number 3 is the topic, oral composition. And then I'm going to speak about the inatives. I think that inatives approach to language learning is observed, where a student, after receiving examples and exposure, begin to intuitively use the ed in the sound. For example, in the verbs in the past, the sounder is the pronunciation, and Chomsky 1965 argues that language acquisition is not based solely on repetition. The sociocultural theory, the interaction between a student and the teacher, is very important, the collaborative work to solve the questions and practice. Vygotsky, yes. Sociocultural theory, this in 1978, when received pronouns and explaining auxiliaries and social setting, the student, it's important to learn from each other and from the teacher. The creation monitor model. The class approach follows creation monitor model in 1982. The providing comprehension input, the reducing the pressure about the error and improving the learning. Current trends such as neurocognitive approaches and multilingualism are transforming language acquisition. The cognitive factor in language acquisition. The cognitive is related to how the brain managed the memory, especially long-term memory, for a long, the vocabulary and grammatical, while information processes facilitate understanding and reported a new language. And for that, in the virtual context, it's very important know the student to know the context, and this is affect their retention and the memory for a long time. Social and emotional influences. Social and emotional, the factor are essential for language acquisition. Social interacting allow the practice to the language, and the motivation and change. The creation affected the filter and explain how this barrier hide the reception and new information. The contextual and cultural factors. This is the learning environment and cultural influences. Sees very significantly impact the language's acquisition. So source of input, such as videos and readings, expose the student to language at the natural way. Integration of theory with practice. The integration is important, the language teaching, especially in virtual classes. The Doorday motivation theory emphasis that the personal interest and content relates in chain learning. While a relates virtual environment, this is incorporate participation. The problematized an educational situation in a virtual English class was observed that the student no participate in the group and not do the activities um, was very, very low, despite that the structured lesson plan plan promoting interaction and it's difficult in the class. The virtual is different when you stay in a class in the classroom. Articulation of the problem, the main challenger is low the participation, no collaborative. Um, I think that is very important the participation because it's improving the influence between the students and with the teacher. Okay, I think that is my report about my phase two. I don't know. I want to listen about your report, Javier.
Okay, the partner, in this moment, to show my theory analysis report, a report made in phase two. Okay, this is of the three names of my class is them adjectives and oral composition. Okay, this is such as a summary for my work. The key theories is behaviorins, the stimulus or response that the generates in their my idea of the of this theory. When thought in the virtual way, also sees reflected this theory when the students also repeat and capture the information given by the tutor. Cognitive factors. In all three classes, the teacher use TBLT uh, at the end of the each session, generate an extra activity for the student to practice what they learned at home. So when you understand that the TBLT is a trend that has been used for in language learning. Cognitive factors in language acquisition play a key role in student processing the retain new linguistic information. A working memory allows you to temporarily maintain and manipulate words and structures, while attention is crucial for focusing important elements of language, such as vocabulary or grammar rules. For social and emotional influence, Garner and Lambert, 15 and 72, stressed interrogative motivation, excuse me, or the desire to integrate into community of language speakers is one of the key social factors of successful second language learning. The motivation is a main actor or the order to understand a language. I think this is a important step for learning a language, but when you don't use motivation for anything, I think you generally anybody, excuse me, uh, uh, I arrive for the goals. Excuse me. Okay, for contextual and cultural factors, Brin and Hadlin, 1980, proposed that pedagogical context should take into account not only that language, but also the communicative requirements of the student adapting context to a situation that the student will be encouraged in the real life. Problematizes an educational situation. The problem is to be analyzed in the teacher's issues. Is in three classes is observed. It is in that the teacher is always in charge of the classes and guides. At first, this is okay, but it comes but monotonous. The important thing is that the student actively participate and understand the material, but in more didactic way. The fact of create some activities does not cover even half of students who are in the class. It's necessary to create a material for students to be full activity with the fact participation and interaction with a peers and tutor. Okay, this is my part for the theory analysis report for phase two.
Okay.
In this moment, I share with the questions with my partner, the answer. Okay,
Okay.
questions. Okay, according to this chosen problematized education situation is our case. Okay, in our case, what jobs are very similar for our summary. For this reason, we will work with the two for the solution of the question.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. A. What for you, dear partner? What innovative English learning activities do you propose to address the identified educational challenge?
Okay, I will propose interactive activities like role playing in small groups, the guide debates, and creative projects where students can use English in every situation for topic or personal interest. I also suggest integrating collaborative online tasks where they can work as a team, such as a joint presentation of groups, the writing activities.
Okay, it's
I
great
don't know.
idea. Okay,
Yes. And what do you
for
think
me,
about that? Mm-hmm.
I think I always thought that learning in people is very strong. Excuse me, strongest when they talk about the things that really like, that the good things about English. In this case is for when we always speak for something that I like, is more passion for this thing. In this case, I because this intervention when use any more uh, tools such as Google Docs or in others, but the principal item for me is speak about our things likes is a principal item for uh, have attention of our students. Okay, this
Yes.
is my 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 my, my,
Opinion?
my opinions.
Yes, I think that is very
Okay,
important
okay,
that the
thanks.
student speak each other and interactive with the teacher and students and maybe in the virtual class or in the classroom. I think that is important.
Yes,
The
is same in our case. What our education is virtual is uh, I have in my mind these tools.
Mhm.
It's many tools in internet that I search for our education and education for our students.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
because it's very interactive, no? By the virtual class.
Yes. In this case, I think that is easier because when I was in in aula
Mhm.
is no more tools that I have in hand.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, thanks.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Okay. Um, what specify resources, including digital tools and materials, Do you propose to utilize to support the implementation of your proposed activities?
Okay, how say in at moment, I think it's many tools, but at the time, the tool you want to share in internet, you you arrive for okay again many tools, yes, such as Google Docs for you create a doc for uh, any way form, okay, uh, such as is Answer Audacity for creating audios for podcasts in general or audios in any way. Duolingo, I think that is a great tools for
Yes.
learning and teach too. And a principal thing I think is YouTube. In YouTube, to share videos and topic like uh, irregular verbs or passive
Yes.
voice, mm, among others, is great tool for learning for our students. I think that the technology itself provides us with a great help to be didactic when teaching.
Yes, and for these activities, make the different platform, no? For example, the Google Classroom, this is the Zoom, Teams, and create a small record and interactive tools like Kahoot, like quizzes, Word Wall, and this is a many interactive platforms. Um, this is the games to the students, and this is very interesting to do because when you explain some topics, it's more easy for the teacher to do the to use this platform for do that the students play in the class. For example, in
Okay.
this case, in the virtual class, no. I will also include the videos, like you say that the YouTube and multimedia resource from YouTube to provide visual and auditory context. For example, the songs in English, and games and quizzes, and the interactive videos. Yes, is
Okay, there is, excuse me, other. This is Padlet. This is a great tool for writing and create writing of many types. Is what you use. Uh, okay, do you think
no that
other
the platform.
this?
And when you look the platform, sorry, you can use you can look forward about no for the age. This is, for example, the student the age 4 age to 5 age, 10 age and 12 age and different age. You can use the different platforms and games.
Yes, I think that is important. The games is great for the students.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for your intervention. Okay, this is a third question. This is what methodologies do you propose to use to assess the impact of your proposed activities on language learning outcomes?
Okay, I will use continuous assessment like short quizzes at the end of each class per feedback, and the self-assessment is very important, and where the student reflect on the and your own progress. I will also conduct surveys to measure their confidence and participation and monitor. And English use is very important, the collaborative, to see the fluency to speak in English, and comprehension are improving. I don't know. Yes.
Okay. For me, I think that's very, very important. Oral assessment
Oh,
are
yes.
the best method to check that the students is understanding their theories and practicing in class and contribute to the development of the class. For this reason, I will use the assessment. This is assessment the grade for my student. In our case, I think that is very important because in writing or reading is easier a copy, use copy for
Mm-hmm.
our students. So avoid this theme. A great assessment is oral assessment. Is great. Uh, I think that is very important
Yes.
because it's when I speak with students face to face is easy, or send an audio in case in a platform in everything forms. It's a listening audio.
And the exposition, no, is a good
Okay,
because
yes,
practice the
I don't
oral.
have in mind,
Yeah,
but it's great. Yes, an
and it's good
exposition
for the student because the student can speak for them for yes for another person for your for their
for the
classmates.
foreigners. See, for the
Yes.
classroom. Okay.
Hmm.
Yes, it's a great. I don't mean is the students are prepared for this presentation always for is topical all this. Yes, okay. I great. Okay. Uh, uh, it's conclusion of the
Yes.
debate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. We are going to speak about the conclusion about this debate. And to conclude this debate, we have examined both sides of the issues, each bring the valuable,
Valuable.
valuable, sorry,
Valuable. Okay. See.
perspective to consider. This debate has highlighted the importance of making classes interactive and using the various digital tools to create the meaningful learning experience. It showed to us, even with different opinions, both sides, toward the same goal, improving student learning. I think that is the conclusion.
Okay. I think say more addition for you is also wearing tags of implement many new teaching options, helping us from technology since this gives a great help for with a virtual environment in which is a little difficult to maintain the concentration of the student. We must always create and innovate in our ways of teaching English. Okay, in
Yes.
this case is for such as I think always that is important using the tools that is in my hands, such as um, repeat
Yes.
Duolingo, well, in others. Okay,
Yes.
uh, or the technology is important for all in this moment. Is in any case, in anywhere place what you are is technology is
Yes.
everything time. So it's important add this item for our day or daily. In this case, it's important for me use technology for
Yes.
everything students.
Totally. Mm.
I think that is more easy for we. Okay, I agree that is noise a debate but I think that is such so opinions for our partner and my that's to people that five. Okay. In this case is great. Thanks a lot, their partner, for your presentation, for your answers.
Mhm.
This is all. This is all.
Yes. I think that was an interesting debate, no?
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you so
it's
much.
a great debate. Thank you again for your participation.
Okay,
Thanks a
thank
lot.
you. Okay, bye bye.
Gracias. Thank you. Excuse me one moment.